Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, it's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the video. Make sure to check that out before watching this one so that you have more context. Now, jumping into the daily chart, as you can see, we're very overextended from the 20 EMA, and the 20 EMA itself is very overextended from the 55 EMA. And when that happens, you see major, moves towards the EMAs, as you see once the picture is reversed or mirrored to the upside. Once you get overextended too far away from the EMAs, you tend to come back to them. And the same thing or the same rules apply to the downside, right? When you are forming lower lows and lower highs and you're getting far away from the EMAs, you tend to come back and at least test the EMAs as resistance. So obviously the EMAs can start and continue pushing us down once we hit our head on them, and they're going to keep pushing us down until you see that trend reversal. Right now we have a nice double bottom pattern over here, and we're going to take a look at that on the 4-hourly chart on KuCoin. But right now we're looking at more of the, large picture stuff over here. So the 55 EMA is sitting around about $266 over here. So I'm going to take the price tag over here lower. So if we start a quick relief rally and we start bouncing up and we get above the 20 EMA, I would look for a nice take profit zone off of the 0.786 over here at $266.50. As always, have the sell orders just below the fib level so that there's more chance of you, filling the order. But from where we are right now, that would be a very nice 48.5% trade or 48% trade. And by the time that, may start happening, that 55 EMA is going to go lower than the 0.786. And at that point, you may just bounce off the 55 and get sent back down to the 20. But the most important thing for us is getting above the 20 EMA on the daily chart, consolidating in between the EMAs so that they come closer together. And then you have your bullish cross, you have the move to the upside, right? As I've stated previously in multiple videos, I do not think we're going for the bear market yet. Obviously, that can happen at any moment. At any given time, we can just completely, crab the bed and, go into the bear, basically. We can also see another potential flash crash that I've been mentioning on the channel for multiple times because people are going to start taking profits to pay off their taxes. So we may see another flash crash and potentially have some buy orders at $135 or $135.50 because that's the 1.618. That is the target after you break the first fib level, right? So you're looking at this on a technical standpoint. But if you keep holding this level as support, there is no need for you to go down there, right? If the markets start recovering, Bitcoin starts rallying up, and maybe we even get some bullish news for Moonriver, who knows? But like I said, right now, this is your solid foundation, and I do not want to see us open a candle below the 1.272 on the daily chart, right? So you want to open a candle above the 1.272 and start holding this level as support. At the time of recording this video, we are below this level, right? So we want to get back above it before the daily candle closes, okay? And potentially you may have a wick to $159 or $160 all the way to the 1.414. That is right below the 1.272, right? So yeah, for now we're holding support. It's looking great. Great dollar cost averaging opportunities in my opinion. If I was to start dollar cost averaging into this project, I would start right now because as you can see, you are on very good support over here. And if you just want to enter for a quick flip, potentially the 20 EMA is a nice 23% trade. The first fib level is a nice 26% trade. And we've taken a look at the 786. So yeah, keep that in mind. And let's jump into the daily RSI over here. So I'm just going to start extending this resistance line over here because it's going to be very important, because we haven't had a touch off this resistance line for quite a while, but you can see every time we have gone up to it, we got rejected. So your main, I should say, one of the main things you should be looking for is for a break of this multi-month resistance back test of support, and that's when you start flipping bullish, right? But there's also a potential that you may run into this resistance and get rejected from it. So if that happens and you are looking to take some profits potentially and you are not holding for the long term, then this is a great level to take some profits. Watch for a bounce off of this RSI level, and it doesn't really matter what the price is, right? What matters is that you're hitting your head on the RSI resistance, and once you start falling, obviously the price will fall down as well, or will go down as well. So understand that. Now let's jump into the 4-hourly chart real quick. Okay, now jumping into the 4-hourly chart. So $175 is our solid support at the minute. And as you can see, we have created a nice double bottom pattern. So as you can see, this is a larger double bottom pattern. We've covered one in the previous video over here, and the target, I think, played out very nicely. But actually, no, the target didn't play out. Let's actually see for ourselves over here. Do that, and from there, actually, yeah, the target was met very nicely at $210. So yeah, what we're looking at right now is another double bottom pattern, but this time it's a bit larger, and the target is 200 and actually that's not the target. This is the neckline. The target is $248. Okay, because how did I get that target? Is basically you take a trend line from the neckline of the double bottom pattern, and the neckline is where the peak is, right in between the two bottoms, and you take a trend line all the way from the neckline to this bottom over here to the support level. Then you take that trend line up, and basically that's your target. But here you can see that we have a swing high of around about $250. So this is potentially where we can get rejected, in my opinion. So look for a rejection over here at this level, because that's where we had a swing high, right? So that is potentially where we're going to get rejected. But overall, you can see that we're forming a nice double bottom pattern. If we start breaking this neckline, you're looking at $250, around about that price. Taking a look at some of the oscillators, stochastic oversold, great entry points. RSI on the 4-hourly is currently sitting at 38, so very close to the oversold over here. But as you can see, we're forming lower lows on the RSI, so great entry point. Bearish cross on the 4-hourly MACD, so that's your downtrend confirmation. And once the EMAs, or once the moving average starts curling up for a bullish cross, and it's going to start crossing the signal line, which is the red line over here, then that is your confirmation of the uptrend. But keep in mind, the MACD is a lagging indicator. Now, jumping real quick into the daily chart, on the stochastic, we've almost reached the oversold, and now we're starting a little pullback over here. So yeah, so on the stochastic, it's not a great entry point, but if you take a look at the RSI, we're near the oversold over here. So I think it's a great opportunity to get into the project right now, obviously. And what you can see happening over here is we've gone up, and now we're starting to come back down. So the stochastic trends are a bit quicker, in a sense that you can still be oversold over here on the stochastic, but the relative strength index below is showing you, or you can be overbought, I should say, on the stochastic, but you can be oversold over here on the RSI. So little divergence between the oscillators, but really you should look at the relative strength index as the superior oscillator to the stochastic, right? So the stochastic is showing us a little overbought position over here, almost overbought, but you're oversold on the relative strength index, so that gives you your confirmation, right? And basically you can see on the price action is that you're sitting on a support level, so great entry points. Now the MACD has printed a bullish cross on the daily chart, as you can see, and this is a very good sign, because this means that you're good to go based on the MACD. But the last time we had this bullish cross, you can see that we had very nice appreciation over here, so potentially the same thing can happen as well over here. So as you can see, we had a bullish cross, nice move to the upside, then we got the bearish cross, and we've been in that bearish cross ever since. But here we got a bullish cross, so this is potentially where things start turning over for Moonriver. And that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if I missed out anything on the charts. As always, I always appreciate constructive criticism. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check it out. Make sure to check out my Twitter. Check out our Telegram chat. Check out our Discord server, and we do have a Patreon as well. Feel free to check out our Patreon as well. A lot of great stuff in there as well. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.